And I wanted to tell y'all, if you're alive, breathing, and God bless you with another day, it's a wonderful life. That's our subject for today. It's a wonderful life. Yeah, it's a wonderful life. Sometimes we don't appreciate shit. We feel entitled about what our life needs to be or where it's supposed to be without being grateful and thankful for what we have now. Live in the present. You must live in the moment. You must live in the moment. Don't think about the past. Don't think about the future. Live in the present time. I had to learn how my Wi-Fi be tripping like that. Everybody's racing high in life, trying to get by in life. You know, it's a beautiful day. Beautiful, beautiful day in Lawal City. But there's a typhoon coming tomorrow. Hopefully I can go live and see what's that like. God bless all the people in Cebu. They had a big typhoon there. A lot of people got flooded out of their houses. And there's a typhoon coming tomorrow. I hope it don't flood over here. Hello, mine too. Glad that you joined the live. I just want to say it's a wonderful life. Telling everybody today it's a wonderful life. If you're alive and you got something going for yourself, it's a wonderful life. So many things to be grateful for. A lot of people try to live in their past. You got to let the past go and live in the present moment and enjoy your life while you have it. Because life is not promised to none of us. A lot of people are ungrateful for what they have. There's someone that has less than you. And that's what I'm about. Thanking God for life every morning. Every morning I wake up. Thank Him for this opportunity to experience the Philippines because I never thought I would be in the Philippines. I told my story already. Never had plans on coming to the Philippines. It just was a spiritual awakening. And when I came, I loved it. It's like I fit right in. Like I said, peace to the people. God bless the people in Cebu City. A lot of people lost their homes, their cars, and everything. It was a big flood down there. So we have to be thankful of what we have. Not what we will get in the future, but what we have now. You got to live in the present moment. That's what I taught myself. Don't worry about the past anymore. Let the past go. If you had a bad time, a bad relationship, or anything, let that shit go. And live in your moment now. That's what we got to do. It's a wonderful life. God has blessed us all. Some people say, well, I'm going through this, going through that. Hey, you're going to go through some things in life. That's what's life about. Going through things. Now, when I have problems, I'm not as stressed out. I just figure out a way to get through it. Because that's what's life about. It would be boring if we get everything we want every time we want it. Sometimes the things we want, we don't need. But I can say I never was a materialistic person. I never wanted big fancy cars and all that, which, don't get me wrong, it's good to have money. Money is where you live at. I'm not a fan of living in poverty, but I'm just saying be grateful for what you have. That's all. Thank you for joining me live. It's a beautiful day. We have a typhoon coming this way in Lawag City tomorrow. We'll see if it's just as bad as the one in Cebu. I hope not. I pray not. If not, I'll be sleeping on my balcony if it's flooded like it flooded in Cebu. We have a whole lot of things to be grateful for, you know what I'm saying? Family. Well, some people don't get along with their family. But thank God for them anyway. Because the ones you don't get along with is the ones that taught you the best lessons. You can be related by blood, but not by, spirituality, I should say. I had to learn to forgive to make my life even better. Because if you hold on to old things and you don't forgive people that did you wrong, you just dying inside. I learned that. I was the type of person that would hold a grudge forever. It was like if you did me wrong, fuck you, and I would never speak to you again. I still feel like I'll never speak to you again, but I can forgive, but I don't forget. Because if you don't forgive, how are you going to make your life wonderful holding on to baggage? You know what I'm saying? Can't hold on to baggage. If you hold on to that, those people who did you wrong, they're the one that's winning, really. So you move on and live in your present. And life gets better. It gets beautiful. It's Thursday evening in the Philippines. I talked to some of my family back home. They said it's getting cold in Louisiana. I told them I don't have to worry about cold weather anymore. Only hot weather and rain. And I like it like that. That's why I wanted to move to Florida in the beginning because of the weather. But the Philippines has the same weather as Florida. So I'm thankful for that. It's a wonderful, beautiful life. And some people might say, oh, I don't want to hear that wonderful, beautiful, positive shit. Hey, that's the way I view life now. I used to be the type of person that's always down, always confronting problems. Now I gave that up. Too stressful for the brain. A lot of my stress left when I came to the Philippines. So no more. I used to be a heavy drinker. I don't drink anymore. I used to be a heavy weed smoker. I don't even smoke no more. It just all fell into place when I moved here. No more weed, no more drink. It is like I can face myself now, you know? Before in the States, I was a totally different person. But that happens when you're around a lot of negative people. Because I come from a small town where they had just, that's all people did was drink, smoke weed, pop pills. So it's kind of hard for you not to do it. But when I came to the Philippines, God took all that away from me. I don't crave for it. I don't want it. And that's just the way it is. And I guess I left America at the right time because they got all kind of stuff going on, government shutdown, this and that. It's just like it's chaotic ever since Trump became president, in which I'm not big into politics. Hello, Christine. How are you? I just think politics is just like a man-made thing, and God is in control. I never was into politics, so everything that's happening in America is like, goddamn, what is going on? But I know a lot of people from the Philippines would like to be in America, and I would say to them that want to go to America, you should go and try, and you might like it. Just like I'm from America, I like the Philippines. Yes, there are high-paying jobs in the Philippines. I mean, in United States, but your bills are extra high too. So you get the high pay, but you also get the high bills. regardless, regardless, it's a wonderful life. So what man got going on is not what God got going on. So we have to learn that. There's so much fighting going on in the politics of the Republicans and the Democrats, and the Republicans and the Democrats, and people fighting against each other. It's just a big man-made fight. That's all it is. Because if you think about it, the Republicans and the Democrats, they're all rich. They're all trying to control the world, or the United, not the world, but United States in their way. So they all craving for power. They all got the money already. They're just craving for the power. But yet, still, I say it's a wonderful life. God is in control. So nothing can happen unless He allows it to happen. And that's the way it is. And another thing with I'm gonna say another thing about the government shutdown. They're not paying the people who fly the planes and everything. So if I had to go back to the United States for an emergency or anything, it would be hell for me to get back there because the people that work in the airport ain't getting paid, so they don't feel like that we supposed to be the most powerful country, one of the most powerful countries in the world. It's powerful, all right. They're fighting for power. But it's been like that since the beginning. since the Bible days, it's been like men fighting for power, wars, rumors of wars. So it hasn't stopped. So it's the same way now. Let me stop talking about that because I was supposed to be saying it's a wonderful day. And it is a wonderful day. But I just had to let that out. Let's just talk about the beauty of life and not what man got going on. I'm not trying to preach or anything because I'm not religious, but I am spiritual. So if you ask me what religion I am, I'm not a certain religion. And some people might say, what's wonderful about life? What's wonderful about life? You're breathing. Your relatives, some of your relatives who you love, they're breathing. You was able to get up this morning, do whatever you wanted to do, make money or whatever. As long as you wake up every morning, you have a chance. As long as you wake up every morning, you have a chance to be better. Forget about yesterday and start from your next 24 hours. I had to make a change in my life, and making a change wasn't easy. You have to be easy with yourself to make a change. So many people say they want to be successful. Before you be successful, you got to be grateful. That's one thing. Before you're successful, you have to be grateful for what you have. And that's just life. A lot of people don't understand right now, but when you get into your groove of life, it's going to be very peaceful for you because nothing will be able to bother you or shake your foundation. Yeah, you're going to have problems every once in a while, but hey, nothing, when you get into your groove in life, nothing is going to shake your foundation at all. Like I said, I'm not preaching, I'm just saying the truth. I'm not preaching or anything because I'm not a preacher, first of all, and I'm not religious. I don't go to church every Sunday, but I am spiritual. I believe in God. I feel sorry for the people who don't believe in God. They have a long, hard way to go. But if you don't believe in God, just ask Him to show you if He's real. And you'll see something start moving in your life. You'll see a lot of things moving in your life. Yes, we're live in Lawag City. And I'm just telling everyone that passes through the live, it's a wonderful life. Don't forget to be grateful. Grateful for your kids, for your parents, for your brothers and sisters, for your health. That's all the things that we should be grateful for. And if we have money, that is an added bonus. If you're able to travel the world, that's an added bonus. But be grateful for what you have now in the present time. Even if you're down on your luck and you're having a bad time, hey, you're gonna get through it. You know how many bad times I had and how many down on my luck moments I had? So many I can't count. But still, I kept getting up, doing what I had to do. Even when I didn't want to. Even when there were people fighting against me, trying to bring me down, I kept getting back up. And that's what you got to do with life. Live in your present moment. All your dreams are going to be fulfilled. You can't let nobody knock you off your square. I ain't gonna lie, when I used to have my bad times and I was going through it, and it was easy to knock me off my square because I let people have it. I get mad. Hello to Love Static Moth. That's a unique name. I like that name. Thank you for passing by and saying hi. Just want to tell you it's a wonderful life. Keep striving and keep going. Yeah, like I was saying, when I was going through my bad time, man, especially like if it was a job situation or anything, man, and people were trying to get me fired or anything, I used to let them have it. But then I had to stop all of that and let God take control, you know. Jesus Christ got crucified. Jesus Christ got crucified, and guess what? He didn't say a word. But I'm not that good as Jesus Christ. Hi to, I'm going to just say Z. I can't pronounce your name. Zinzin Gonzalez. Okay. Hi to Zinzin Gonzalez. Yeah, like I was saying, man, Jesus Christ went through it and didn't say a word. When I went through it, hey, I couldn't keep my mouth shut. So that just shows you how far we are from Jesus Christ. When I went through it and somebody did me wrong, I wanted to fight. I wanted to hurt them. But that's not, I can say turn the other cheek, but that's hard as hell to turn the other cheek when you know someone else is trying to, knock you down, knock you off the square, or jealous of you for some type of reason or other. Like someone said, jealousy is confused admiration. That's all it is. So if people are jealous of you, that means they admire you, but they just don't know how to show it. God damn. If you're jealous of me and you admire me, confused admiration, just, be cool with it, But people don't see it that way. They want to see you struggle. They want to see you fall. I had this job where I was working with a group of guys. They would do things like go tell supervisor I wasn't doing my job and all that, and here I am busting ass. But they were out to get me fired for some reason or other. But yeah, it's a lot of bikes, JoJo. That's what they mostly ride here in the Philippines. A lot of bikes. Yeah, but like I said, they was trying to get me fired because they were jealous of the way I was living. They were making more money than me. They were making more hours than me. I never went over there to the supervisor and begged for hours or whatever like they did. I just made it do what it do. Whatever money I had, whatever hours I made, I just made it do what it do. I did like Jesus Christ. I broke bread. And they were making way more money than me, more hours than me, and they were still jealous of me. And some people be like that. But it's a wonderful life. Now they still working over there, and I'm in the Philippines. They're still there. I saw one of the guys before I left the Philippines, and he was looking all broken and beat down. But that's why some days, sometimes you just gotta let things go. It's a wonderful life. Yeah, there's a typhoon coming this way tomorrow. If I can, I'm gonna go live. It all depends how the internet is acting. I'll try to go live during the typhoon. The typhoon is sort of like what we have back in Louisiana, which is a hurricane. But it's a lot more powerful. Well, I can't say it's a lot more powerful because hurricanes do some damage too. Yeah, hurricanes do a lot of damage. Damn, they got a rainbow in the sky. Half a rainbow. So that must mean it ain't gonna flood here tomorrow. I hope not. But I wanted to say, have you ever, I mean, You have to learn this in life. It's a wonderful life, but you can't be too nice to people. You can't be too nice to people because then they're gonna figure they can take advantage of you. Be stern with you, you know. That's the way you gotta be. I used to be real nice, and then I would see this person. I would be real nice, and then I would see this person starting to play games, you know, starting to test me. But I always was the type to be nice, and then I turn into a lion and pounce on them. That's how I always been. So you can't be too nice to people because then they want to see how far they can push you. Always be stern and stand on your square. It's a wonderful life. That's just a life lesson. I hope somebody heard that. Because if you're too nice, you're going to get ran over. That's on the job, anything. I done been through these situations, so I'm just passing it on. It's not good to be too nice, but it's a wonderful life. Yeah, that's just the way it is. In this wonderful life, they got people that's miserable, so they want you to be miserable. So you don't have to be miserable just because they're miserable. And I'm not saying you're gonna walk around happy, happy, happy every damn day. You're not. Some days are better than others. But like they say, you gotta take the good with the bad. That's the way life goes. If you don't take the good, I mean, you can't have good days. You can't have your way. You can't have good days every day. I wish we could. Nah, I don't wish we could have good days every day. Because if you have good days every day, you won't know what's bad days. So to appreciate the good, you know. And that's just life. That's the beauty of life. 4:53 out here in the Philippines. PM, that is. kind of shit right there. Riding the track though, holding up traffic. That tripped me out in the Philippines over here. The kids get out of school at 5 o'clock. Shit, that could never be in America. Kids get out at 2:45, 3 o'clock. They wouldn't want to stay till 5 o'clock. This is the time when the traffic gets hectic. Kids just getting out of school. It's a long ass time, 5 o'clock. I don't blame them for running crazy like they drove. Emelon 42, I would like to answer your question, but you'd have to tell me in English. Hey, cutie pies. Where y'all been? Just come back from college. Damn, that was almost a wreck. That was almost the first accident I ever seen. Yes, yes, yes. It's a wonderful life, y'all. Goddamn, they flying in like a motorcycle. Well, all my beautiful people, thank y'all for hanging out with me. Hold up, we got some Well, all my wonderful people, thank y'all for hanging out. Check out my channel, Sonny's Filmed Adventures in the Philippines. Check out the videos, the shorts, and hopefully you'll join me for my next live. I appreciate you all. Thank you.